Ah, yeah, I usually always put it in the bag, but for the camera, it's much more practical if it's lying down. Yeah, yeah, today I'm doing something that I actually really, really dislike. I'm actually going to return a newly purchased rifle. Why is it so catastrophically bad? No, I wouldn't really say that. So the trigger is also decent for this price range, and the price range is really low. So the whole thing, the whole package here, all this stuff and a bullet trap as well. All together for 100, that's totally fine. But I'm so spoiled when it comes to accuracy now that I just can't handle this thing. That's why I don't have a target with the shot pattern lying around here. Hello, hello. I'll just say that because I know you can't see my head. I'm not going to have any fun with it if it doesn't have a certain level of minimum precision. So let's take a look at this thing while I still have it here. One more note on that. I really, really dislike sending things back. I've been an online seller enough to know how unpleasant that is. You know, the product is brand new, someone sends it back and suddenly it's used, but you still have to refund the full price. Back then, the seller also had to pay for the return shipping, so I have to pay for the return myself, but I guess I deserve it. That's just how it is. They're really nice at 4.5. I bought the whole thing from them, and like I said, feel really guilty because I don't like doing this kind of thing. But in this case, it has to be so break barrel rifle. Yeah, and those are the legs. And that was about 1,000 for 199. No, wait a minute, that's 89 without all the extra stuff included. So it's actually a good package. Yeah, a ventilated butt pad, plastic stock, or the thin. A trigger safety, if I remember correctly, is not automatic but is used manually. The trigger is okay, let's say that's it. Well, I've seen much worse in that price range. It scratches a bit and then comes, but 1,000 is perfectly fine. So definitely not the bottom end of the scale. The brake barrel breaks. I just bend it like this and then close it. So I can show it here. It actually looks very nice. And so it practically invites the pellets to just plop right in. And that's really strange. I'm always used to them being like whoops on their own. It feels kind of weird, like there are plastic parts fit into each other. There's some kind of plastic underneath here too, but I don't think that's really the case here. No, there's a recess all around here. So the plastic here is more like a guide. Yeah, what should I say about that? It's a break barrel rifle with a front sight tunnel and a light collecting front sight. Yes, 1,000. I have to be honest, for the price, the only thing that really bothers me about it is the precision, or rather, the absence of the same. Maybe it's also because of the pellets. I used the cheap ones that came with it. I also used another type that I happen to have sitting in the back. The same thing came out of that. For a blinking rifle, it's actually totally fine. But for me, it's not completely okay. I won't have any fun if I shoot better than the rifle can. In the package, there were 100 target sheets, 14 X14 air rifle, as you can see, still unopened, twice, so a total of 1,000 pellets. One unopened, one opened. Then there was a manual and a pellet trap included as well. One unopened, one opened. Then there was a manual and a pellet trap included as well. I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen a worse pellet trap. It's just a wireframe. And it's already heavy enough to get the bracket out from the back. It actually fell over while I was shooting at it. The paint really did chip off with every hit, which isn't that tragic since it's only lead. But it really bothers me because if I send it back with the note, give me all my money back, that thing is definitely going in the trash. That's a total loss for the people. Unless they use it themselves for a fair or something to shoot at, I don't know. And I don't know how it is with the shotgun. I don't think there are any marks on it, but who knows? Maybe they have to dispose of it. And that's why it's really embarrassing for me. It was good that I didn't take that thing off. I've already asked, do I still need this? So yeah, dear 455, I think it's really nice that you do it this way. On the other hand, it's also in the law. In online shopping, the return is usually within, I don't know, 2 weeks, regardless of the reason, so no questions asked. If he sends it back, you have to accept it and refund, right? I don't know what they'll do, whether they'll say it's used and only give you a credit instead of a refund. I can live with that. Sooner or later, money is going to 4.5 anyway. Yeah, I can recommend this thing now. So if you enjoy the flashing lights, I have to say you can live with that. So if you don't expect super precision, what else should I say? So it's durable, so the trigger is okay so far. Durability. I don't have anything that suggests it would last forever. And I don't think it comes from China. So it actually says made in Spain somewhere here, as far as I remember. This Kiam Long serial number 2001. It says made in Spain. Yeah, not made in China. But the Spaniards can produce cheaply, and they can produce expensively. But like I said, I don't see anything in here that I would find bad in any way. This isn't some bottom of the barrel stuff. You just have to live with it. It's in the lower price range. Yeah, this is going to be a short video, I can already tell. But what else is there to say about it? It's just an air rifle. The sights are good, so I can really get into it. You can get a good shot with it, pulling it right into your shoulder, not just at an angle, but really pulling it in. And the sights are good, by the way. They also light up in the back. That's also a light collector, Kimmel. That's what it's called. And I find the trigger here at the front. That's the safety. Quite annoying. This gap is so narrow that I have a hard time getting in there with my big hands even without gloves. If I secure it now, this is what it looks like when it's secured. So that when you get into position, you immediately notice, oh, it's secured. And then you can unsecure it. But I think it's pretty tight, as if only teenagers or kids are supposed to shoot with this. Alright, I'm going to pack it up again and send it back. So the whole package, see what comes of it. Like I said, sooner or later they'll get the money from me. Yeah, sure, Yusen, just in a different way. Thank you. Yeah, I would like to report nicer things. Unfortunately, that's not happening today. Thanks for tuning in, says the man, who has to turn off his camera all by himself with his big orange hands.